Alright, I'm playing 6v6 Team Deathmatch on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022. The release of Modern Warfare 3 is around the corner. Why not squeeze some more playtime out of this game? Here's my second kill early in the match. It's the same player. This footage is from earlier this season, the 29th of September, close to the launch of Season 6. I've got the Battle Pass, and I'm using Spawn, one of the new operators for this season. The skin that comes with the Battle Pass is his pre-spawn form. You play as Al Simmons as a Black Ops warrior. For those of you who don't know the origin story of Spawn, he's his anti-hero, imbued with awesome powers that's come to him as a result of a pact with the devil or some higher being following his death in action, his murder, his betrayal. So he gets all of these powers, but the downside is he has a limited time, and the more he uses those powers, that decreases his time left. And once his time's up, he is doomed for eternity. You might be wondering why he would make that deal with the devil, that literal deal with the devil. Or maybe it's not the devil, maybe it's God. But really, he just wants to see his wife one last time. So that is the origin story of one of the most well-known anti-heroes in the comic book world. I'm not a comic book person, but I find the character pretty interesting. I'm gonna reveal my age a bit here, but I remember when Spawn entered the comic book scene. I've never been a comic book person, as I've mentioned, but I remember my friend bringing the first 3 issues of Spawn to school. He showed those issues to me. He didn't actually open them up. They were in plastic wrapping, but he explained the backstory. I wonder how much those issues are worth today. And Spawn has become a well-known comic book character. I would say the pantheon of iconic comic book characters. Maybe not universally known, and there's a great frag kill. Just have to acknowledge. And there's technically a Claymore kill, according to kill feed. Going back to Spawn and his place in pop culture. There's been a movie, animated show. I'm sure there's been older video games. They haven't really set the world on fire, but wait, that is a character, is a dead character model standing up in the corner in the hallway next to where I'm located. I think so. But anyway, going back to Spawn, besides Modern Warfare, the character has been a DLC character in not Modern Warfare. Well, Modern Warfare, but in addition to Modern Warfare, Mortal Kombat, and one of the Soul Calibur games for one of the consoles, I think Xbox, back in the day. So Spawn is a well-known character. I would say maybe a notch below Batman, Spider-Man, Wolverine in terms of universal recognition and popularity. But Spawn is definitely a product of its time, the early to mid-90s. Around the time anti-heroes became popular in various forms of media. And this skin, this base skin, is really cool. Definitely fits the world of Modern Warfare better than Spawn. His human form is cool. He's just bare-chested, bandana, got his chest rig, belt. Very like Vietnam era Spec Ops warrior. I'm not able to do him justice there. Get 2 kills, but then I get killed. We're up 40 at this point. Amazingly. It's quite choppy. I think it's the footage, or is it my computer? I can't tell. But props to not just the creator of Spawn, Todd McFarlane, but also Keith David, who voices Spawn in all video games and animated media. He's not a household name in terms of his Hollywood acting, but his voice acting is really well known among fans of video games and animation and so on. Besides Spawn, he's voiced the Arbiter in the Halo games. He's also voiced Goliath in the Gargoyles animated series. His Hollywood roles haven't been super well known, but he's been supporting characters in some good movies from the 80s. Platoon, The Thing. I highly recommend those 2 movies if you haven't seen them. And I get the final kill. He's also been in the movie They Live, directed by John Carpenter, who's also directed The Thing. He's got this epic fight with Roddy Piper that's been parodied on South Park. Check that out. I finished 13-5, playing as an old school character in 720p, old school resolution, accidentally.